All right, look, we got why 2000s fashion was better. My personal thoughts, yes and no. Cause I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of the clothes back then was like like I don't know, bro. There's some sort of edginess to it. From in my mind, what I see, it's either some sort of edginess to it or I don't know, bro. Cause I think I'm gonna take fashion right now than fashion in the past. I'm gonna be completely honest and transparent. Not to say some of the fashion like we've seen as of recently isn't horrendous. Cause like, yo, you really gotta think. Fashion in like that 2016, 17-ish era, like that hypebeast era was actually awful. Like it was actually awful looking back at it. And we can take many examples, just taking a look at like content creators and people who were big at that time, like how they used to dress. Like it was atrocious, bro. Straight up, Babe. I did not like Babe. It like designer stuff that didn't even look good. Like it didn't even have to be like designer. Like a lot of the clothes just look trash. It look trash, bro. I'm gonna be completely honest. Don't even get me started on those Wolf hoodies or Minecraft hoodies or whatever you classify that as. Like that was actually atrocious, bro. I remember seeing Cheetos sweatpants. Like why would you spend your money on that? Why? Like, bro, that was actually a terrible time period. That was an atrocious time period to live through, I'm not gonna lie. Fashion wise. Everything else wise, it was low-key kind of peak. Music, peak. Like everything else was
Y2K was so much better. In all honesty, there's one main reason why 2000s fashion is so much better than whatever the fuck we have to.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest. I think the quality of clothes has like massively declined. Like you'll take a pair of pants from the 2000s, any time period before that, and it's like quality. Like that, it's the good stuff. It's that good stuff. And then you take a pair of pants now, it's like low-key like trash. Like it was cheaply made. Like it won't last long. And I'm just kind of upset. Like, yo, why do we have to get the short end of the stick? Why do our clothes kind of have to suck? In a sense of like quality. Like we have a lot of quantity, we have a lot of different options, we got a little bit of more variety, and we're able to dress however we want now. It's more acceptable to like dress however you want, as long as it looks good. Like who's gonna stop you, bro? But
today, creativity. Clothes
like
used to actually be styled and not just worn. Y2K was so much more expressive, playful, and it was much.
I think I had a point where I was kind of into it. Like I wasn't fully in that type of clothing. Like it's cool and all, but I wasn't fully in it. Like I kind of created my own style.
More layered, not just with clothing, but with personality as well. Companies actually had depth to their product, and they weren't just releasing shit just for the sake of releasing it. You can tell these companies actually had fun in what they were doing. I don't know who the fuck started this minimalistic bullshit. They want to make every product look so fucking vanilla, and it is really depressing to see how things used to be compared to how they are now. Even with things like branding, buildings, and so much more that I'm not really going to get into in this video. For the next part of this video, I want to talk about the celebrities from that time and the influence that they had for the fashion scene. Of course, you got Britney Spears, Eminem, Paris Hilton, and my personal favorites, Allen Iverson. There's so many more celebrities like Megan Fox, Jessica Alba. Fuck it, let's put Zac Efron in there as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like the celebrities from the 2000s actually dressed the way they wanted to dress, as opposed to now, where celebrities are just dressing for brand deals or for Instagram likes. You can tell these outfits are more personal to them. And the clothes that these celebrities are wearing, it's not like it's some expensive ass designer brand. These are just basic clothes that just have their own unique twist to them. If that's how you want to describe it, it looks like you can get these clothes at your local retail store, even a thrift store. And I know Paris Hilton started a trend for having a chihuahua inside of like a little purse. If you haven't watched like a cheesy 2000s movie or a rom-com, you'll probably see a white blonde girl that has a chihuahua inside of a little pink purse. Trust me, I would know because I was like 5 years old. You were barely even alive for the 2000s. Hey man, I got good memory. I remember all of it. I was dressing my...
I was not, bro. I was a baby. I wasn't even born. What movie was that? 2001. I wasn't even born. I was not. One thing I will say about fashion back then, though, it was like you just did what you want. You did what you want, and a lot of the pieces were just like good quality. Like it actually, like, you could fit it in with something. Cause I'm seeing a certain percentage of shirts we have, like a large amount of shirts we have, especially for men. Trash, bro. Especially the ones I'm seeing in store. I don't care. I don't keep up with no designer thing, no nothing like that. But what I'm seeing in stores, in the malls, a lot of the men's clothes is actually buns. It is actually buns, bro. Cause I'll see a shirt, it's just calm, plain shirt, and they don't have like a little thing. It's like a teddy bear's with a hat or something like that. I'm not trying to buy that, bro. Or you'll get a shirt that's like the front looks cool and then the back is just atrocious. Like there's some random design that just does not look good. Or it's some F1 shirt or some NASCAR shirt. Like like, bro, our options are very limited if we don't know what we're looking for.
Myself up when I was 3 or 4 years old anyway.
What?
For all my streetwear people, Allen Iverson was literally like a fashion icon. He influenced a lot of basketball fan styles. He honestly just had that fucking swag for the 2000s because every kid wanted to dress like him. Eminem had more of a hip-hop vibe, obviously. Those baggy pants, oversized t-shirts, it's something we still see today because obviously Y2K is trending as of right now, and for good reason, because it's so much better than the dog shit that we have today. These really big shorts, big chains, oversized t-shirts. Man, bro, I fucking love it, man. I fucking love it. I just love 2000s fashion, man. Britney Spears, Jessica Alba, Megan Fox. Girls today still want to dress like how they did. What I really love about Y2K, especially for the women's side, they had so many layers. I love when women wear a long sleeve with like a tight shirt over it. But this leads directly to my next point, which is 2000s had a sense of individualism. I feel like Y2K fashion was a lot more hands-on. This goes back to what I was saying about creativity. People would cut up their shirts, they would add studs on their shoes, make their own.
Bro, okay, speaking on that, like companies getting creative, like it's good, right? Yo, tell me why though. But like, I'll say this, but tell me why. I work at the mall part-time, so I'm working, you know, opening the new shipment that came in, and I see a hoodie. I'm like, okay, it's a nice hoodie. You know, it's kind of like a faded black type of thing, right? And I'll completely pull it out, and there's some white specks on it. I'm like, yo, who nutted on this? There's no way this is a style. Like, bro, it's just white dots on one side of the hoodie. And I'm gonna put a picture out because I took a picture because I was in shock. I had to send it to my brother, like, yo, what is this? Like, we are not rocking this in the big 2025, getting close to 2026. Like, this is not fashion, bro. This is just someone nutted on the hoodie. And I thought it was an error, right? I thought it was like, oh, some paint spilled on it or something, like. But no, I opened the rest of the boxes that we got in. All the hoodies are like that. They're not selling out. No one is wanting some nut-covered shirt, bro, or nut
on bracelets, like rings. Like, the 2000s just had such a dirty, like, vibe, but it was a good dirty vibe. It wasn't a you smell like shit kind of dirty. It was kind of like dirty on purpose. You know what I mean? It was a good type of dirty, if that makes any sense. So in essence, maybe it's because social media wasn't really around as much as it is today, but people had a much more personality and a sense of individualism. And I know this video is gonna sound biased as fuck. I'm not completely hitting on today's fashion. Even the fashion trends back then are trending now, like this baggy look, Ed Hardy, Affliction, Jinkos, studded belts, like all of that you're gonna see today. Going back to some of the trends in the 2000s, of course you got the high-rise jeans, baggy jeans, raccoon eyeliner, jeans under a skirt, MMA t-shirts, these relaxed fitted jeans.
Jeans under a skirt, I don't know how I feel about that. I saw that. I don't really like it, I'm gonna be honest. I don't like that. Like, it just looks off to me.
I think we're all familiar with this anyway. Like I said, all of these trends are kind of trending right now. But comparing some of those 2000s trends to now, don't even get me started with whatever the fuck this was, or this, or that. Just a bunch of bullshit. I think one of the many problems about today's society is that a lot of people try to be too different. Too different to the point that's trying to be different just for the point of being different. People are always trying to find that next trend. People are always trying to create that next trend. But what they aren't doing is just being themselves. And for the people that don't respect who you are, the way that you dress, the way that you act, then honestly, fuck them. They don't deserve you anyway, man. But yeah, nowadays trends consist of not really what looks good, but what is socially acceptable, if that makes any sense.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Dressing for someone else and it's not someone you care about is wild. It's not your significant other or something like that. That's wild. Like, you want another man to glaze you? Like, come on, gang. Like, yes, it feels nice to be like, yo, you got that on for real. Like, it feels nice, I won't lie. Especially when you know it looks good. And it's like, you picked it. Like, you don't got no stylish, you don't got nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, it's like, you created it in your mind. It's like, yo, that's a good feeling. I won't lie. So I can't really say too much on that if I'm being honest. It's the same thing with, like, fragrance, I guess. It's like, yo, you want to smell good to look good. Like, it's a whole combination. Your whole package. Hey, yo, you as a package. Like, I don't know, bro. I always try and look presentable. I think that's the thing, though. Like, and I see a fit that's not really good, and I'm like, oh.
Trends do look good. Leopard print is trending right now. It's been trending.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like leopard print. Like, they have pants, like leopard print pants. I did not like them. I don't like no cheetah print pants. As a guy, as a man, I don't like it. For a woman, acceptable. I feel like there's certain things as a man you just can't rock. I'm gonna be honest. I think leopard print, cheetah print, zebra print, any type of animal print is unacceptable. Like, that's one thing off the top of my mind I don't like. Number two, it's gotta be those Minecraft hoodies, ramen noodle hoodies, those like I want to say corny, just because that's how I feel about it. But those type of graphic hoodies and like the joggers that go with it too. Like, why are you getting a matching pair? Also, number three, I don't got a number three necessarily. Like, off the top of my brain, I don't. Now, if you rock it, whatever, bro. That's all you, gang. But I personally just don't like it. I don't think it looks well on a man. But who am I to judge what a man wears? Like, that's kind of ayo. Like
quite a while. I like it. Just because it's a trend doesn't mean it's bad. Now, don't get me wrong. Half of the time, the trend is probably just gonna be ass. Sometimes people take these trends and then they start piling a bunch of dog shit on top of it, which is why it's always best to not dress for the trend, but to dress for yourself. Which leads to my next point. Social media. The 2000s was pre-social media. There was a little bit of social media during the 2000s. Social media during that time was not nearly as close as what it is today.
Key, start fapping my boner.
But because of this, it also meant people really weren't dressing for likes or an algorithm. If anything, they were dressing for their neighborhood, for their school, and more importantly, they were dressing for themselves. Now, what's the difference between dressing for social media and dressing for your neighborhood? Social media is just gonna skew your perception of like what's really going on in the real world. I rarely ever see anyone in real life wearing something like this, but I see it all the time on the internet. I always remind myself that social media isn't real. Back to the 2000s, what I mean by dressing for your neighborhood, you weren't really dressing for hundreds of thousands of strangers on the internet. You're kind of just dressing for a more tight-knit community. And another thing about vintage clothing, 2000s clothing, most of the time their clothes were better quality. They had thicker material.
That's literally what I'm saying, bro. That's literally what I'm saying, gang.
100% cotton, not this 100% polyester bullshit.
Well, I just had to say it. Oh, no, bro. Back to back with the wolf hoodie, the graphic hoodie. I literally pointed that out, too. Actually atrocious, bro. And I've seen someone wear it. I've actually seen someone wear one of those wolf top hoodies. It was actually atrocious. I was sick to my stomach. And at the time, my fashion wasn't even that great. Like, it wasn't even nothing to brag about. But I saw that and I'm like, ugh. Like, ugh, that hit me in my chest, bro. No, bro. I can't with those. I'm gonna be so for real. I can't. Like, who came up with it? And
that we currently have. You can tell they actually took the time with the garments, stitching, everything. If you have any 2000s clothing or any vintage clothing from like 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever, compare it to a newer piece of clothing and just feel the difference in material, the weights, the fabric, everything. My final remark for this video, and it's the most important, is that fashion used to be fun. People dressed to express themselves. They didn't dress up just supposed to get ready with me on TikTok. They were actually dressing with a purpose. But I do think fashion is really good even today. I just think that it was way better back then. I like the fact that vintage clothing and 2000s clothing is trending. I think that should be a sign for these current companies to maybe move back in that direction. I'm all for minimalistic outfits like this, but if you're going from this to this, then that's a completely different thing.
Bro, why do you use Roblox as examples? That's funny though. Final thoughts. I do think like fashion, you kind of find your own pockets of what works and, you know, clothes that just look good. Cause I won't lie, it's like there's a lot of trash out there. There's a lot of clothes that don't look good. But like every once in a while you'll find something you like. And I'm not gonna lie, I think for me personally, like the way I see my own sense of fashion evolving is like kind of baggy-ish pants and like soccer jerseys. Like that, soccer jerseys are really growing on me. Not to say I don't have my own like regular shirts, t-shirts, because I still have a lot of them, like a good amount. But I think I just like the way some shirts are designed. Like some shirts just look amazing, some jerseys. Like, for example, I really do like the AS Roma third kit. It's like a white one with like, if you just gotta look it up, bro, it is beautiful. Or the IX third kit. I think it's the third kit. Beautiful also. Chef's kiss. Like that. Those are some I'd rock. I mean, I got one of them. I'm gonna get the other one. I'm not gonna lie. But that's just the way I see my sense of fashion going as of recently. In the future, who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll start getting into that darker, more grittier, or the more preppy. Who knows? I don't know. And I think both look nice. That's the crazy thing. I'm so open with what I want to what I attempt, that it's like, yo, I don't know. Because I remember also this, but like just final thoughts. Like, I remember it was this, and this might kind of sound crazy, it was like some sort of cropped hoodie type of thing, but I saw a vision with it. Because I'm not gonna obviously wear a crop top under it and show my belly like that. No, bro. I saw a vision of like putting layers on it and things like that, and I didn't end up buying it. I kind of regret not buying it, but it was just I'm like, I'm open to a lot of things to an extent. But who knows? Aside from that, amazing video by Nycto